This is a video for beginners to learn how to check your tire pressure. Why should I check my tire pressure? Proper pressure in your vehicle tires help to ensure that you will be driving a safe vehicle and that your vehicle will work more efficiently. The correct tire pressure can also help you save money on fuel because over or underinflated tires can cause your engine to work harder. Underinflated tires can wear out faster and cause your vehicle to handle poorly. They can also overheat and result in a tire blowout, which could affect the control you have of your vehicle. In addition, proper tire inflation can help your car handle better during road conditions that are less than optimum, such as road ice or snow or standing water. Air contracts as it gets colder, and that means there's less of it in your tires. Tire pressure drops between 1 and 2 pounds per square inch for every 10-degree decrease in temperature, and that can make a big difference if you haven't checked your tires since summer. On a day when the low temperature is 24 degrees, your tires could be 5 to 10 pounds per square inch lower than they were on a 74-degree morning. To check your tire pressure, you will need to purchase a tire pressure gauge. What kind of tire gauge should I get? There are many kinds of tire gauges available to choose from. They can be obtained from AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Advanced Auto, and other local parts stores. They can also be purchased online. The simplest and cheapest type, as seen here, are the most commonly available. They have an air chuck that is at a 45-degree angle to them, as seen by the blue arrow. They also have a small air bleeder tool, as seen here, highlighted by the red arrow. Another type of gauge is the dial type, as seen here. This also has a 45-degree air chuck. This makes it easier to get an accurate reading. The problem with these is that when you remove the gauge from the valve stem, you can't read the dial as it goes back to zero. You have to hold the gauge to the valve stem and look at the dial. To some, this may be a hassle. Another style is the dial type with an air bleeder valve. The benefit to these is that you press the air chuck up to the valve stem and the gauge will indicate the tire pressure. You don't have to hold these against the tire valve, which is a nice feature. Here is another type of dial gauge with a bleeder valve as well. If you want, you can even get into the more costly gauges that have a digital readout, which makes it even easier to read. Another type is the straight air chuck instead of one at the 45-degree angle. This makes it easier to be in line with the valve stem on a tire. How much air should I put in my tires? There are many ways to find out how much air your tires should need. One way is your owner's manual. Another way is to look at the door sticker on your vehicle or on the door frame. You will see a sticker like this. Or if you have a trailer, it will show you the recommended tire pressure. Please take note of the tire size on the stickers and make sure they match the size that is on your vehicle. A word of caution: the safest way to check how much air you should put in your tires is to look at the tires themselves and not rely on the owner's manuals or door stickers. The reason for this is that if you have a used vehicle, there's a chance that the tires may have been changed since you have acquired the vehicle. This means that there is a possibility that the same size tires may not be on your vehicle. If you have a new vehicle, then this may not be an issue. To be safe, you should always look on the tires themselves and read what pressure they require. When the tire shows the maximum pressure, that is the maximum amount of air you should put in your tire. To be safe, you can inflate your tires 1 to 2 psi below the maximum inflation level. Some people even go as low as 5 psi for a smoother, less bumpy ride. Here are a few examples of where tires show what the maximum tire pressure should be. This is a trailer tire, a snowblower tire, and a lawn tractor tire. In lawn tractor tires, the front tires can have different pressures than the back tires. How do I check my tire pressure? The first thing to do is to locate your valve stem. Hopefully this is not hidden by your plastic rims. Here you can see the valve stem by the red arrow. At the end of the valve stem, you remove the valve stem cover by unscrewing it counterclockwise. After you remove them, try not to lose them as they are easily lost. In this example, we're going to use the most common type of pressure gauge used. Press the tire gauge against the valve stem as is seen here. If you hear air escaping, don't let it scare you. If the gauge is seated properly against the valve stem, you will hear the air stop. Then you will see the plastic piece come out the end as seen here. You will notice there are two sides. One side is a PSI, pounds per square inch, and the other side is a kPa, kilopascals. As seen here, you can see that the tire pressure is at 32 pounds or 220 kPas. Here's a short example of how easy it is to check your pressure. If the tire pressure is too high, push the plastic piece in as shown in the video to reset it. You then rotate the tire valve tool and let some of the air out of the tire. In the video, the valve stem is pushed in short bursts to show you air escaping as an example. However, you will need to hold it slightly longer to release more air, roughly 1 to 2 seconds at a time. Then recheck the tire again to achieve the desired pressure. Many people prefer this type as they make checking your tires easier. After checking the air in your tires, you can pull the gauge away from the tire and read the pressure without losing the reading you have on the gauge. In between checking tires, the pressure relief button needs to be pressed to reset the gauge to 0 before checking another one. It also needs to be pressed when you are done using it. One final note: when getting air from self-service air machines, don't trust the built-in gauges. They can be highly inaccurate. To be on the safe side, you should have a tire pressure gauge to double check them.
As always, we welcome any comments or suggestions. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching.